Angry Birds is the best game of 2010 because it hooked so many people who would have never otherwise played video games. The kind of person who, like, just a few months ago would have killed time by, like, reading a book.
Angry Birds is a game where birds forget how birds work and decide to attack pigs using an insanely big catapult.
And Angry Birds isn't a game you get for Xbox, it's something you download on your phone or your iPod.
You have to understand physics, and you have to understand the way your fingers move very, very well.
I can sort of explain the game, but I can't explain why it's fun. I will argue that it's not fun, that it's purely addictive. It's like huffing glue. It's not fun, but when you do it, you want to do it again. You're like, there's something felt good about that, and then you watch your life crumble around you.
I'll find myself absentmindedly tracing my finger on the table. As if it were, you know, say my iPod Touch.
I have actually missed announcements on the train, or almost missed announcements on the train, because I'm playing the game.
This is kind of embarrassing, but I downloaded a separate app made by another pathetic company that shows you where all the golden eggs are.
Well, I went to Mexico with my boyfriend. We were there for 2.5 weeks, and I devoted most of my time to playing Angry Birds.
Lately, I've been doing this weird thing where I get, this is like a nightmare. This is what's wrong with the world. I'm the reason. I get really stoned and lay on my couch with the TV playing, my computer open to something, and then Angry Birds on my phone, all by myself, with my dog just looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
What makes Angry Birds so addictive is that anything could happen every time you launch a bird. You can be stuck on the same level for hours, literally for hours, and then just one lucky throw brings everything down, and you feel like you've actually accomplished something.
It requires such a little time commitment. Like, oh, I've got 45 seconds, I can try to beat this level, and if you have 45 seconds, you can try that level 5 times.
The number one word I hear people use when they describe Angry Birds is addictive. And I think that's very interesting because the really popular ones like Call of Duty, it's almost the opposite of addictive. You have to play it for like a month before you're even remotely good enough at it to actually start having fun.
A lot of Angry Birds is precision based. You have to be still. So like playing on the subway or the bus, like your fingers kind of moving around, the train curves and you blow a shot. The toilet, totally steady, just like this, and I can play. It like doubles my toilet time. And already, base toilet time for me, 1.5 hours.
As far as going to the John, Angry Birds is a new magazine.
I don't know that I can remember a bowel movement where I wasn't playing Angry Birds.
Not only have I played Angry Birds on the toilet, I've played Angry Birds at a urinal.
It has gotten to the point where I think of the poop as being in a catapult inside my body, and I'm launching it out of my butt at the pigs that are in the toilet.
The worst part is, like, I go to the gym in the morning, and I always have, because of my schedule, because I go so early, I have to take a shit, like, in the middle of my workout. And it's so transparent that I go into the locker room, get my iPhone out of my bag, and then walk into the can at the gym, play on the shitter, get out, wash my hands, come out, walk back to my bag, put my phone away, and then go over and, like, chalk my hands up and continue lifting weights.
I'm not a bathroom Angry Birds player.
I don't play Angry Birds in the bathroom.
Anyone that says they don't play Angry Birds in the bathroom is a dirty liar, and they can't be trusted.
Donkey Kong Country Returns is a fun game, but it's not part of my bathroom habits. That's intimate.
If you want to call Angry Birds a video game, you're one step away from calling Mancala a video game. It's like, it's hardly a game. Anyone can play it, but maybe that's what makes it the video game of the year, is that, like, my mom can play it and my brother can play it, and my brother has. I don't know why my brother is playing it. He's 21. He can play most games.
I think if you're like really into Call of Duty and you call things that are not as complex as Call of Duty not video games, you're automatically saying that the entire history of video games is moot. These are like things like, you know, Galaga and Centipede are the same level of complexity as Angry Birds.
My favorite console game of the year was probably like Red Dead Redemption or something, which I spent $60 on. I love the game. I played probably about 20 hours. Angry Birds I spent $1 on. I probably logged somewhere, I wouldn't even know how to estimate, probably 75, 80 hours on it. So just purely on a value level, Angry Birds was 2,000 times better than Red Dead Redemption.
I just felt like it was something that I had to achieve, which is very sad.
When I finally beat Angry Birds, I felt like relief. Like I could stop doing something. It's definitely the game of 2010, though I'm still not sure if it's any fun.
What color bird would you say the poop is?
You know, on days where I haven't gotten enough fiber, it's the 3 little birds that break into little birds.
Otherwise, it's a big red one.
Otherwise, it's a big red one, yeah.
Is it?
You know what would be terrible is if it was the boomerang one.